Hey everybody, it's me again, Brandon. Today I'd like to talk about why stress is your friend. Out of most emotions, this one will, it's not, it doesn't, it's kind of the only emotion that actually is like physically represented and stuff. Whether if it's you're working out, your cold pool, sauna, this room's a sauna. Oh god, that's a good room though. Or shoot, just being stressed and like going and talking to people. Chronic stress is not your friend. Stress that happens in short bursts, that that is your friend. You don't want stress that's constantly lingering, like what school gives you. So I think that we should make a difference between these two. Let me get a little bit of paper. I don't got any paper around me. It's like it's work paper. Not my work. I don't have a job. Let me just. I bet that y'all could and find some ways to see between these two. Alright, got a napkin. See like that. Alright. So let's say chronic and short stress. So CS and SS. CS, I want you to put it on the left side of whatever you're writing this on. And short stress, good. And on both sides, on the side with the CS, put bad, and on this side with short stress, put good. I want you to write down a few examples that you know yourself. Because like, let's say you're in college. I think it's funny. I was actually like this whole school thing. It's so bad. It's not even like made right. I even talked to like two teachers yesterday while I was in a cold dip. I was like up to like here in cold water. It was 61 degrees, so it wasn't that much. I talked to them for like 20 minutes, and I stayed in there for 20 minutes. But even those teachers realized that it's so crappy. So chronic stress. Now let's just write what can cause it. So school. That can be something. Or work. Because a lot of people, if you're an adult and you're watching this, I don't blame you. You should be watching self-improvement stuff. Even if I'm young. You're doing good if you're doing that. So, school or work are two chronic stresses, which these are terrible because of the fact that when you have chronic stress, it's not something that like makes your body strong. Your body just has it. And it's just like a constant bad. Bad is good. But all the time bad is bad. Just like how all the time good is also bad. So if it happens all the time, it's probably not good for you. But if it's like, I don't know how to say it. I mean, like a good short thing to happen can be good. Now, other ways. Let's say you have a big project, fall behind. That can cause a little bit of. Actually, no, I would not say that can cause chronic stress because that's only for a short amount of time. School and work. These are the main two things that cause chronic stress for most people in the first world country in the west world. All right. Now let's say short-term stresses. One, first of mind, working out. I just got back from football practice, so I got a good leg workout. I'm sore. But like I'm basically sore Monday through Thursday. And after so workout, that's one good way to get a short stress. Another good way would be to like it's called to do like a cold shower. Shower / cold dip. I accidentally just wrote shower with a W at the start. I was like, wait a minute, that's not how it's spelled. / dip. It's another thing that's really good for you, because if you're fat, that's a really good thing, because it burns like your brown fat, which is like, it's like fat that's on the outside, more visible. I'd say it's probably not the most useful fat to burn, because if you're burning like fat that's in between your organs, that's the best one. You know, you should watch the video I made earlier about my one step for that. All right. Now another way to make a short stress, sauna. If you go to a sauna, you're going to, let's sauna or a steamer. Sauna / steamer. Now these are like gym ways to do it. If you're lucky, your gym has all of these. Unlucky, so I have all in the room. So this is what you should have on your short stress side. This is what you should have about your bad stress side. These are two of the most common constant stress. And like, nobody likes school. Like, the only people who like school are people who like are weird. Like, in all honesty, it's not made right. And this is something that I should tackle in a different video. But I think that we should understand that these things really don't matter. Your work doesn't matter, or your work life doesn't matter, unless it's your own work. Because if you're not making yourself rich, who are you working for? Not yourself. Yeah, you're paying the bills. You're keeping yourself alive. But you're not like, are you really like the person who's like making a much better life for yourself because of this? No. And school just makes you the perfect like worker, basically. So bad. I was actually, funny thing, about 2 years ago, I was like really like I wasn't that I loved school. It was that I was the perfect student. And being the perfect student sucks because there's nothing. The school doesn't even award you for anything. It's kind of like that, like a depressing paycheck. Like I went to this 8 to 5 days a week, 36 weeks, actually 38 weeks of the school year, just so I can be a step closer to this. I think that you should realize that neither of these really matter. Because the only thing that really matters money-wise is stuff that you are making. Now let's think about other ways. Because we shouldn't focus on the bad. The bad is things that we need to just accept. But like short stress, this is what will help you become a good man at self-improvement. Alright, let's say one short stress. Doing hard work. That is a pretty good one. Write this down with me. Doing hard work. Alright. Have that. Doing hard work is really good for you because of how whenever you're doing it, like, it is something that nobody wants to, but You must. Actually, sometimes if you're really good at this, you're able to like train your brain into wanting to do it. So it's really good. So eventually, you actually will get into like liking it, which is really good. I like to do my little chicken job next door. I actually have chickens out here because of it. I like feeding them so much that I was like, shoot, man, I should get known. I actually convinced my parents, so that's pretty good. I would. All right, let's think about another form of stress. Don't just put what I am putting on this too. Don't just copy me, man. I want you to also add a few things that actually like are part of your life. Like let's say something that I need to do. I need to go and basically like what's called. I need to go and like make a. I need to go make friends. You need to go socialize. Socializing is a short stress. Like trying to get good at talking to people. A good way is trying to act is actually being interested in them. So socializing. This won't always be a stress. I'd say all of these over time you're gonna get better at it. So socializing. Now what something else do we think about of? Because I know that you have stresses of your own. I have stresses of my own. Everybody, there's not. Well, maybe there's one lucky guy or girl out there who has not had a stress in their life. But it's like 1 out of 8 billion. I don't think that we're that person. If you're watching this, sick. If you're not one person. So another thing you could say is just inviting people. That is a good stress. So when you invite people, you make your social standing better. You feel more competent in like with your friends. It's not like you're the little guy who isn't invited. No, you are the guy who invited. Okay, inviting people. This should be your list, and then there should be extra things that you've added because I know that there are people watching this, and that y'all actually have like real stresses. That's. I just wanted to make that clear to people that there is a difference between what you should look at and what you shouldn't go for. Actually, you know what? The only good, there's only one good chronic stress. And I would say that's being bored. The only good one is being bored because when you do that, you can train yourself into wanting to do anything. Shoot, if you sit on the ground for hour, and then your brain is going to try to like focus on something, but it's gonna have nothing to focus on because as humans we love to focus on stuff. So because of that, you'll be able to do any task after it, as long as you don't get like trapped by a different one that's like more fun to do, like watch a show. Only good. So write this down with me. Only good. CS. Boredom. So I want you all to know what types of stress are your friend. From the list I've made here, working out, cold dip or cold shower, sauna steam room, socializing, inviting people, and there are a lot more. I just think that we should make this more apparent. And the last one, which will always be around for you, boredom, because that one helps your dopamine. Like, the thing I've talked about, how like it can get back up in like a much better way. after you've spoken that I've told you about this. If you want to help yourself a lot more and get to my level, because I can only help you to become my level. That's why if I can get better over time, you can still also get better than me right now. So I'm doing on Fiverr a self-improvement coaching. I'm also helping with testosterone. I'll make a video on that soon. But I genuinely believe that you should look into that because you will end up getting so much value from my coaching. And if you really want to help yourself, you can also check the description. And actually, there's both the links in the description, my Fiverr, but also I have a link there to Adonis School, made by one of the greatest men that I've ever seen on a YouTube platform, Hamza Ahmed. That man changed my life. I believe you should also watch him. But just like that guy says, do the hard work, especially when you don't feel like it, and be bored.